home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the San Diego State Aztecs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Aztecs will kick it off to get us underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Falcons will have some work to do after that short return. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Aztecs! The defense with the scoop and score.
Touchdown, San Diego State. Number 3, scores the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Air Force 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. On the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back, but occasionally you slip it to them.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking for a man. It's Owen. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
2nd down now after the sack.
Get set. Let it go. Ready.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Welch. He gets a block. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
No, no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Owen. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
4 yards on the play.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
The option look. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Owen. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the fullback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
On third down, going up top. Back open in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. He'll make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He's going to pass. Throwing right. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Release to the back. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Everett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is...
Oh, the ball's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
He'll start this drive firing. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And with time running out here in the 2nd quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
The Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Welsh. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He lofts one down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Welch. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
some work to do after that last completion at second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's O'Neal. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Off the play fake. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception...
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Open runway ahead. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The Falcons will hustle to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Falcons!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. No huddle here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Owen. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Makes the catch. It's Parrish. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
18.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left. So
and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Owen. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's got him in the flat, and they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And the ball's free in the backfield. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talk